Hey Sagittarius, welcome. This is going to be for you for the remainder of July 2022. We're going to look solely at your person, how they're feeling and what they're thinking about you. It may or may not resonate. If it does, please like, share, and subscribe. That way I can pick up on your energy going forward. Keep in mind, time is fluid. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. It will be a 10-card spread. I'm pulling 3 overall arching energies to see how they may or may not resonate with the spread. Unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. Sagittarius. Not enough. Frustrated in a relationship, a lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear and ego issues, jealousy. Keys on a ring, many options, decision, unconventional, string along, and a one-night stand. All right, Saggy. What is going on? How did your person feel in the past? Keep in mind, with clarifiers comes more clarity. Wheel of Fortune in the past. How do they feel presently? Whoa. Son of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups in this deck. What's on their mind? 8 of Wands, Sagittarius. How do they view you? How do they view Sagittarius? Aw. 5 of Cups. How do they feel about you? 2 of Wands. How will they move forward? How will they move forward? Four of Swords. What is behind the situation? Eight of Cups. What is the advice for Sagittarius, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. What is the advice? 9 of Swords. That is the potential outcome. Thank you. Ace of Swords. 9 of Cups overall. Energy. Your person, Sag, you are their wish fulfillment. Well, that's for certain. They, 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups. You know, I'm with a lot of reads lately, there's this, not a lot, a couple, depending. Do check your other placements if you know them, or the placements of your person, because there is redundant themes. One that I'm seeing here to some degree, and I have to get into a little further, but I'm already recognizing, has a little bit to do with fated event or circumstance that was a cycle that needed to happen in order for karma to be released and lessons to be learned for one or both of you to become prepared for either this union or the next one. Okay? That's, and decisions, this important life decisions. That's one theme I see here, and obviously that has a little bit to do with Saturn retrograde. So in the past, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So the two of you were definitely brought together, okay, for a reason. What that reason is yet to be seen. Presently, they're sitting in the Knight of Cups. They want to communicate emotion. Okay, that's on their mind with this 8 of Wands, Sag. They really want to come in and express to you how passionately they feel for you, okay? They view you as grieving, or they view you sad, they view you depressed, they view you emotional, they view you in a way in which they don't feel as though you're going to... Definitely, because they feel about you with 2 of Wands. So they don't feel as though they can come in. They don't feel welcomed. Okay, so how they move forward, they don't move forward. They have the 4 of Swords. So they continue to retrieve, retract, until they figure out with this 4 of Swords, until they figure out and they get some sort of sense of how can I communicate with these swords, come in, because the Knight of Cups comes in with messages. How can I come in and communicate how I feel, be vulnerable, okay? 8 of Wands, passion, communication. How can I do this when overall energy, right? 9 of Cups, my wishes, my hopes, my dreams. How can I come in and do that with Sagittarius if Sagittarius is, look at that horse, okay? In a very indecisive, sad place, had walked away, okay, left me to my emotions here. I don't think they feel frustrated, right? They lack confidence. They have jealousy issues. You might have jealousy issues. They feel you might. I mean, they look at you in this way, indecisive. They may be also feeling this because they really don't. They're meditating on it. Okay, how they're going to move forward on this. The advice is to come out of anxiety, depression. I mean, luckily, the potential outcome is a breakthrough in communication. That's what they're they're figuring out how to do that. I believe your August reading had to do with them leveling up. And this is very similar to that, it seems. They're trying to find a way to come in with communication. Wheel of Fortune in the past, 3 of Wands. I feel they wanted this connection with you for an extensive period of time. Perhaps you did too. They view you as the 5 of Cups. It's a possibility. But what they feel for you, either they feel that you're at a 2 of Wands situation where you're at an impasse, or they feel for you that they're indecisive because they don't know how to reach you. 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. I think they felt with this Wheel of Fortune constantly spinning. It's a 10, but it's the wheel is always spinning. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down, sometimes you know. So it's like night and day. I feel as though they feel that they're always in this place where you are just unattainable. Yep. 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, as it relates to love. And their emotion, they feel you're elusive. They don't feel good enough. They feel elusive. You're elusive. Yet unconditionally loving giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. They go back and forth, just like the wheel goes round and around and around. That's what I'm sensing from this person, from this energy. It's actually bringing tears to my eyes. So presently, regardless of that, they still want to come in with the Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, because they can't hold back their emotions. Even though, right, there's only a Knight of Cups, I clarify with a Queen of Cups, they're viewing you as a Five of Cups. I'm sensing so, Nine of Cups, I'm still sensing so much emotion here. Seven of Cups. Eight of Swords, up in their head. Ace. You know, they want to come in, Knight of Cups, communicate. They're so up in their head about this. This Ace of Cups, they're confused as to how to come in and communicate this to you. Again, there's that. I feel as though this has been going on within this person's mind for an extensive, long period of time. Many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. I don't feel as though this person presently, with these options, the Seven of Cups, confusion, I don't feel as though they're presently undergoing this energy. I feel as though they're in their head, right? Wanting to come in and bring this Ace of Cups because they know you're the wish fulfillment. Perhaps this happened in the past, but because this has been going on for an extensive period of time, with this Wheel of Fortune in the past, Three of Wands, Two of Wands making a decision, Three waiting for it to come in, right? And it just not arriving for as long as it has. They're just very, very confused. So in their mind, they want to rush it. Like, not that it said, you know, the Eight of Wands is fast, moving, passionate communication. Like, let's get on with this already. Yeah, Knight of Swords, same. The Knight of Swords comes in quick with communication. Emperor. This Emperor keeps coming out. Wanting to, with this communication, like, take control of this situation. That's what's on their mind. Take control of the conversation, take control, and not in a bad way either. But to stand in their power and to finally speak, get out of their mind, and to finally speak what needs to be said. That's what's on their mind. They are viewing you, Five of Cups. Either they view, they're grieving the situation, or they might be viewing you as you're grieving the situation. Either way, there's remorse here. Moon. What's not being spoken, choices that are not being made, emotions that are coming to the surface, fear. Five of Swords, conflict. self-sabotage. King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. You have 2 5s here. They're viewing you. The 5 of Cups. 3 are spilled. Sometimes I consider that third party where 2 are still standing. They could be viewing you as the one that got away. Let's see here how they feel about you. The 2 of Wands, Sagittarius. 6 of Swords. I feel you're moving on. 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords. They view you as nurturing yourself, perhaps. If they're viewing you as grieving, remorseful, they too are perhaps grieving, remorseful, not necessarily showing your emotions here. In conflict, they feel you're making a decision to move on. Hence the reason they want to come in and communicate and take control of the situation before it's too late. Temperance. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords she comes in, she communicates clearly. Temperance with grace, forgiveness. Moving forward with the 4. They're being very careful. That's why Temperance is coming in here with how they feel about you. Wanting to communicate. Wanting to make that decision to communicate. To put things behind with the 6 of Swords. Wanting to do it clearly, honestly, but with healing, with grace. Temperance is also reconciliation. Angelically, but still meditating on how to go about doing it correctly. Because this is a very touchy situation, they feel. But they know that they need to take control of it. They're up in their head. And they want to come in with this love and communicate it. Just because you're their 9 of Cups. Fool. The Fool. They know it's a risk. But they know it's something they have to do. They just don't know how to do it. Yet. But it seems as though they're going to throw caution to the wind, Sagittarius. Because what's behind you, what led you here, is walking away. You or them. Death. This was over. Over. And they're viewing you as that. Or they view you as you viewing it as such. 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords. The Moon. Secrets. Something's still hidden, though. I think somewhere in how they view you, they still feel as though somewhere deep down inside of you, you're holding on to some emotion. Obviously with the Five of Cups, right? So with the Death and the Eight of Cups behind you, this was dead. Over. But with this hope that it can be transformed. Four of Swords. That's how they want to move forward. Three of Pentacles. Yet there's this constant, every time this wheel spins, Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. It's like they find themselves back in the same place with you. The advice is to get out of this worry, this depression. Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. That's where they are presently. It's like replaying the same cassette over and over and over again. Eight of Wands. That's what's in their head. Eight of Wands. Instead of going over and over and over again, either you or them in their mind come in with the communication. See, the Nine of Wands, we just go over and over again in our head. We can't sleep, we can't eat, we can't. 8, 9. Okay, it's self-imposed prison in ourselves, in our head. This communication just does not shut up. And it leads to depression, it leads to anxiety, right? The Eight of Wands says, get out of our head and get to the heart of the matter and communicate whatever's going on up in here to the person in which you need to communicate it to. And that's where they are in their mind, right? That's where they are presently. They want to come in as the Knight of Cups and offer the cup. But in their head, they just don't know how to do it because they think that you are not welcoming the conversation. They think that you have completely turned your back on this. So they sit. Four of Swords. Even though they want to take this leap of faith and communicate this. The potential outcome is communication. Brand new communication. They want to boss up and bring it in. They want to control, take control. Not they want control. They want to take control. They just don't know how. Because they feel they want to take control because they feel as though you won't. They think that you're in this, not that they think, they view you as being in this position, this being over and dead. They want to transform it with the Ace of Swords. Because they think you're the Six of Cups. Three of Swords, Four of Wands. Ace of Swords, please. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. If this resonated, you got this far, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, like the video. Hermit. Six of Cups came out again. Potential outcome, should the conversation be had, should you take the advice, because you're the one listening to the reading, right? So should you take the advice, if you are in your head, or should they reach out to you. And this clarity comes in with the Ace of Swords about how this person feels. And should you reciprocate the feelings, there will be a time of introspection. At which point, Six of Cups will be able to, that Six of Cups energy can resume or be reignited. Childlike innocence, safety. It's a soulmate union, right? They want to come in and communicate to you. They just don't know how. They feel as though you're completely closed off to this. And one more on how they view you. Yep. Seven of Swords. I don't feel as though they feel as though you're being deceptive necessarily. I just feel as though they feel that you might be holding back your emotions. And they can't come in and communicate with you if you're not going to be completely open. You might be hurting. So that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Sagittarius, thank you so much. Luminous light, love, and blessings always. And until next time, peace out. Bye.